Welcome to another edition of the magazine. I'm your host, Charlie Murphy. Today, we're with Dorothy Cox of Dorothy Cox's Chocolates right here in Fairhaven. Welcome, Dorothy.
Hi, Charlie.
How you doing?
Yep. Thank you for interviewing us.
Oh, absolutely. So tell us about the history of Dorothy Cox Chocolates.
Okay. Dorothy Cox was my grandfather's sister. She originally started in 1928 by selling candy at the New Bedford Dry Goods Store. It used to be called Star Store, but back in the day it was New Bedford Dry Goods Store every Saturday. She would make candy and sell it. She'd make it all week and sell it there on Saturdays. And everybody loved it so much that she decided to open up her own store.
Great.
Yeah.
Where was that store?
Center Street in Fairhaven.
So where did it go from there?
Middle Street in Fairhaven. Unfortunately, we lost Dorothy in 1954. And my grandfather took it over from the family. Mm-hmm. And my grandfather and grandmother ran the store on Middle Street for years. And then they lost everything in a fire. They ended up from there moving to Route 6.
Okay. And is that when your father got involved?
Yes. My father worked there and my mother did, and for years. Was it 1958 we moved there? Yeah. Wow. And we were there for years.
And then you went to another part of Fairhaven?
Yes, we went to Alden Road in Fairhaven, and we were there for a few years. And now we're in our new home on Burden Way, right in Ocean State Job Lots Plaza.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I know our viewers will see some scenes of the shop here itself.
Yeah.
But you have a place now that makes the candy.
In Wareham. Our factory is in Wareham, 8 Kendrick Road.
And what goes on at the factory?
We manufacture all our own candy. We do pan goods. We do make our fudge. We make the caramels, our butter crunch, our famous butter crunch, seasonal items, chocolate-covered apples, and fun stuff. We have a little retail store there also.
Oh, very good, very good. And what about, do you ship all around the world?
Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, UPS is there all the time. Excellent. And we do mail order, we do wholesale, we do online.
So things are going great, and then we have COVID.
Yes.
How has your business survived?
We held as a family. We all worked harder, and we had to change a few things, and we did curbside to help us through the Easter season. We still do curbside now if somebody doesn't want to come in. Mm-hmm. We do quarts of ice cream bars, because we still manufacture our own ice cream. Mm-hmm. We just try to cater. We try to deliver. We have Grubhub, DoorDash, and Got You. Also, if you want to order from your home, they pick up constantly all day long, different items.
And online and Facebook?
Yes, yes.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
So tell me something about yourself. You're very involved in the community. So you have your candy store.
Yes.
And your family is very involved still in the candy store process. Yes. But you're also very involved in our community. Tell us some things that you're involved in with our community.
A Fairhaven Rotarian. Wish I could go more, unfortunately, but we're working on that. Yeah. But we try to help out any way we can. I'm a parishioner of St. Joseph's Church. We volunteer at different events. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the Our Lady of Angels this year. That was a good event, and we always like to do that one.
You're also involved in some boards.
Yeah, I'm on the board president for Better Community Living.
That services people with disability.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So you're very, very involved.
Yeah.
But I believe that your whole family is involved in the community also.
Yes.
So they try to immerse themselves totally in our community too. So we are very grateful for that sense of volunteerism.
Yeah.
So what are some events coming up here at Dorothy Cox's Chocolates?
Well, our first one is Halloween.
We are going to have Halloween this year.
Yeah, we're trying to make it so that if a grandmother or a grandfather wants to buy a Halloween bucket, we can custom it to the way they want to put the candy in, or
excellent.
Different items, small. We do lollipops, goes all the way up.
So
we're just getting ready for the holiday season also, because we do corporate orders, we do corporate gift baskets to thank your customers. We do all that through the holiday season.
So if someone was interested in something like that, how would they go about getting in touch with you?
They can just call me here at the store, or they can email us any way they want.
Okay, all right. What's the number here at the store?
508-996-2465. And email is dorothycox1928@yahoo.com.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah. So you've really come a long way. This is probably one of the oldest businesses in our community at this point.
Yes.
Small business, yes. Especially.
Yeah, and we've always tried to stay in Fairhaven. That was a big thing. When we left Route 6, we knew we had to forge on as a family and continue the growth. I have 2 nephews that work in the factory all the time, Matthew and Brian. They do a lot of the manufacturing with Franny, my older brother.
Okay.
Everybody knows Timmy. He's the harbor master in town.
He's a little bit busy at being a harbor master.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he helps out when he can.
Yeah.
You know, that's great.
Yeah.
And your mom and dad, what are they doing now?
They're retired. Yeah.
They've worked very hard.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
They deserve to have some rest and relaxation.
Right. Dave was telling me he remembers, Dave Photo, the man that's filming us, he remembers filming us on Route 6. And I asked him for a copy of that so I can show Dad. He'd love that.
Oh, that's
great. Yeah, because I don't know, we probably had a copy at the time, but I don't even know where to begin to look.
Well, Dave will get one of those for you, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So you got some events coming up with Halloween, and you'll do the Halloween buckets.
Yeah.
And Christmas and the holiday season is right around the corner.
Right.
So you'll have everything for the holidays.
We deliver, and we could do whatever anybody needs.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So even for if someone wanted to order some Halloween buckets, you'd be able to. They could be delivered.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And so, what are your hours of operation?
We're open at 9 in the morning till 7 at night.
Okay. Monday through.
It's Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday is 10 to 7.
10 to 7. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to share about some of your products? I think people really, everyone knows about the world famous Butter Crunch.
Yeah, that recipe's been in the family since 1928. That's one of the older pieces that we've made. We have our famous chocolate covered cranberries that we sold on QVC.
Okay.
Also, that day was funny. Franny will even tell you. It was Franny and I on the stage in Boston, and Kathy Lee says white chocolate milk and dark, and it's yogurt milk and dark. And Franny was dying because we had all these packages all ready to go. And she says, it doesn't matter what I say, they're going to sell. We sold out in 2 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I forget how many units, but it was quite a few.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it was kind of neat. It was neat to see that side of the TV world. It was kind of wild.
And I do believe that you've also met some other famous people along the way here, including a musical group.
Oh, yeah. We were in Atlantic City and we met the Jonas Brothers. We were there for a candy convention, and they were also there performing.
Yep. And Nick Jonas is diabetic, so
we got him sugar-free chocolate.
Yep.
And we brought it to him.
Yep. Yeah. So Dorothy Cox has been all around the world and meeting some really famous people, and I'm sure many more famous people to come.
Yes.
So I know that our viewers are going to get a scene of the chocolate that you have here. So that's going to be great for them to see that. And any other things coming up that you'd like our viewers to know?
We're making our own candy canes again this year. That was a special thing last year. We made our own candy canes. People loved that one. We're just trying to grow and, to help out whoever needs in the community and try to just keep our business growing.
Absolutely. And you have gift cards available if someone wants to do a gift card.
If somebody wants to do a gift card, yeah.
That'd be great. That's a good stocking stuffer there for the future.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
That's great. Well, Dorothy, we're so glad that we were able to take this opportunity to sit and meet with you and to talk to you about this wonderful organization that you run here in Fairhaven. And everyone's got a sweet tooth. So come on down to Dorothy Cox's Chocolates right here in Fairhaven and get a bag of candy, some butter crunch, or some ice cream, and you'll be glad you did.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Dorothy.
Thanks.
So we're now leaving the candy store here in Fairhaven to take a road trip down the street to Wareham, to the factory where Fran Cox will take us on a tour to show us how this great magic is done and how all these wonderful chocolates come to be.
This is a chocolate melter. It was my grandfather's first chocolate melter, and he bought it in 1944. Still works today. We still use it every day. All right, this is a batch of chocolate covered cranberries, and we pour the chocolate on until it builds up to the size of the piece that we want. Then we stop it, and we add 3 coats of Gone Mad back to the outside to get it to shine. Yeah, this is a batch of caramels that we produced last night and poured on the table to cool. Today we'll cut it up and chocolate cover it. This was made yesterday too. It'll be chocolate covered. Yep, we bought 4 refiner conches from Necco, and we're in the process of getting it up and running, and it'll produce about 4,000 pounds of chocolate per machine a day. And today we're running chocolate nonpareils. And chocolate's cooled, pumped over from here over to the depositor, and he sprinkles the seeds, or dumps the seeds in the machine. Yeah, we manufacture 80% of what we manufacture is sold to other people that put their name on it. Or we put their name on it for them, and it's distributed all over, mostly New England. We have some customers far away as Kansas City, Missouri, and California.
Hello and welcome to Cardinal Grove Farms. We're here with Chris and Ali today to learn more about this great farm that's here right in the town of Fairhaven. Welcome, Chris and Ali.
Hello.
So tell us about the farm.
Well, we bought the place in 2017. It was really like a dream come true. I've always wanted a farm since I was a kid, and I never really had that opportunity. And we were actually living in a house on Garrison Street in Fairhaven for, like, what were we there for? Like 10 years.
Okay.
And we saw this property come up, and I was just like, we have to go check this out. I'm like, it was like it was meant to be. And we came, we saw the house, and I was just like, I fell in love right away. And you know when you go in a house that you're gonna buy, and you just feel that feeling like, this is it, like this is where we're supposed to be. And we ended up getting the offer, and ever since then we've just been like It's been a lot of building. Like, there really wasn't a lot here. Like, there were no sheds. We had this one, and then there was like a grain shed back there. But, so we had to we built them by hand. We got like a bunch of pallets, some plywood, some metal sheeting, and the stalls that are over there, him and his friend Jimmy built them from hand.
Wow.
And they're still there. They're very strong. They're very sturdy. They're not pretty, but they're functional. But, you know, the goal is someday, maybe we'll have better ones built. But
Well, you've done a lot in 3 years, so
Yeah,
from
we
when it
have.
started. So what has changed? Tell us about the other aspects of the farm.
Well, you know, we have built fencing too. We did put like a fence down the middle because one of our animals, he has to be separated. Sometimes that happens, you know, they just don't get along with everybody. So that's the donkey, and he's basically been a project. He came from a rescue, and when he got here, the term is called green, like in the horse world, where they don't really know anything. He really didn't. Like, we try to walk up to him and catch him, and he'd just run, and there's a lot of things he wasn't used to. So I got a trainer involved, Tony Kudo. He's from
Fairhaven.
He's from the Fairhaven area, but he's over in where is he? Is it Rehoboth or?
No, it's
Middleborough.
Middleborough.
And he's been a huge help. He comes once a week. He helps me help the donkey. And just the time that he's been here, he's really come like a long way. Because I work with him like almost daily on my own. And it's been like a kind of cool experience for me because I've never really worked with an animal that was that green. But you know, we do that with him. The hope is someday like hooking him up to a cart, and then I can take him around like the neighborhood and stuff. But that's like one of the projects I do here. The other thing is we breed painted desert sheep. There's only one other person in this area that's seriously doing it, like wants to like improve the breed, get it well known, and it's Bill Benner, and he's over in West Bridgewater, and that's where I've got mine from his breeding stock. And ever since we've got them, we've been into this like 2 years now. Last year was our first year breeding them, and I sold out like within like, it was probably like 2 months.
Yeah.
So this year we've got a bigger herd. One of them's like gorgeous. She's got like 4 different colors on her. So we're hoping when they have babies, they'll have like a lot of color, and people tend to look for that kind of stuff. They're really versatile too. Like, they're good for dairy. People do eat them. They breed them. They turn around and sell them like we do as pets. So they're pretty cool, and you don't have to. Yeah, they're very winter hardy. Like, we don't have to have them in a barn. Even when they lamb, like, we don't need heat lamps or anything. They just, right in the middle of the winter, they had them, and they were fine. They have hair, not wool, so you don't have to shear them, which is really cool. They're just like a really low maintenance breed, and you know, we take a lot of pride in doing that here, and we work with them a lot because I have the ability to do that. I work from home, so I'm constantly like, when they have the babies, I'm out there hands-on, working with them, getting them ready for their new home. So when the next person has them, they can walk right up to them. They're not going to dart off, because sheep are known to be pretty skittish.
Mm-hmm. But very people-friendly,
yeah,
though.
Yeah, we try to get them very people-friendly, and I think that's why people seek us out, and Bill out as well, because he's very hands-on too. So that's one thing that we do here.
What are some of the other animals that you have here, actually?
Well, we do have a goat. Normally they do like to be in a herd situation, but she's fine by herself. She gets along real great with the sheep. She's really bonded with them. And we do have our 2 alpacas. I just love them. Like, We got one from, they both came from a breeder, 2 different ones, and they're just like super friendly. Like one of them will come right up to you, he'll get in your face, which is what they do, they smell your breath, and he's just so adorable. And the other one's a little bit skittish still, we're working on him, but they're just so cute, and they just really make the farm, like, you know, they're just very welcoming, and just seeing them out there. And they, you know, they do get sheared too, and we can sell the fur, like when they're sheared. We didn't do it this year, but maybe next year. So we have them, the sheep, the donkey, which I talked about.
Chickens.
Oh yeah, the chickens. We have, they're in that big camper out there. We grabbed like a gutted camper and we turned it into a coop, and all the chickens are in there. We do get eggs. In the spring, we'll probably be selling them again. We did sell them in the past. We had like a bigger flock, but we started over with new birds, so hopefully we'll have eggs again.
We do have a peacock.
Yeah, we do have the peacock, yeah.
So how does the peacock get along with the chickens?
He goes right into the coop with them. He's pretty protective. Like, he's almost like a guardian. Like, he will, if he hears something or sees something in the woods, he'll yell. And that usually, like, will drive it away. Like, because we do have, like, coyotes in the back. We do have foxes. We do have the fisher weasels. And in the past, we have lost chickens to them.
Okay.
And since we have the peacock, the alpacas, they all, like, all of them sort of act as guardians, like lots of eyes. So if they see something, they'll sound off, and we haven't had any problems since.
Sure.
It's like we kind of like have them all for that reason. Like, you know, even the horses, like, you know, typically a coyote or a fox isn't going to come into where a horse is.
Okay.
They don't want to mess with an animal that big.
So you have horses too?
Yep. That is like one of the main reasons also I wanted to buy this farm. My personal horse, Ty is his name, he is now 30 and a half years old. And I wanted him to be with me, being that age, and I just wanted to have that personal care. Like, I go out myself every day, feed him, take care of him. He's in my backyard. That was like huge. And his he has a companion horse, Moose, who keeps him company, because Ty doesn't really see very well. He isn't blind, but his vision's very foggy. So Moose helps him and keeps him company. Like, they kind of like, you'll see, most of the time you'll see them like, they're together like glue. It's not very often they're apart.
Okay.
So having Moose here was really, really good for him.
That's great.
Yeah, horses like to have company. I mean, all animals do, really.
Sure.
But they all, like, all of them, the sheep, the horses, the goat, the alpacas, they all get along out there. I mean, when we introduced them, we did, like, have them behind gates. You have to, like, there's a process to it. Like, you have to keep them separated for a little while, make sure they're going to get along. It's usually probably, like, about a week.
Okay.
Sometimes it's longer, and then you can start having them together. Most of the time it works out. Sometimes it doesn't. Like, you know, with the donkey, it didn't. So he's by himself. But, I mean, he's happy. I mean, he's fine. You know, he can see everybody. He can still interact, but he's in his own place, you know.
So this is a 365-day job here.
It is.
Every day.
Every day. Like, in the middle of winter, if it's snowing out, we have to come out here and feed them. Morning and night. It's twice a day. We buy them rounds. They're like big, huge things of hay. We put it out for them. We also get the square bales too, and we'll stock up on that as well for the winter, and we'll put it out there for them just to give them like a little bit of variety, because they definitely eat a lot more and they need a lot more food in the winter. And they get grain too, like once a day. So
what's the future?
Well, we do hope to get some stuff planted. We've been trying to grow some produce that we can sell, hopefully at the farmer's market, because there's one in town every Sunday. It's been a little bit of a challenge, like getting stuff growing, but you know, farmers don't give up. We just wake up the next day and try it all over again. It's a lot of trial and error. It's some losses and some sad times, but there's also happy times. And, you know, we do plan to get, like, I don't know, like tomato, I don't know like really what, but just like a variety of stuff. We also plan to plant some fruit trees. We have an area in one of the paddocks that's not being used. So over time, we're just going to plant like apple trees, stuff like that. So we'll have that to sell. That's the donkey saying hello. I don't know if you can hear him.
It's great.
But and we'll
He'll be on camera too.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
And we have, you know, like I said, in the spring we should have eggs again,
Okay.
and I sell them for like $4 a dozen, which isn't bad, you know, farm fresh. I mean, they're like, you know, days old, so you can't get fresher than that. And we are in the process, I can't really say anything quite yet, so it's a little teaser, but we are in the process of talking to a breeder of cats. So we may be adding this year or next year a new program where we'll be breeding and selling cats.
Oh, that's great.
So, exotic ones. So we're pretty excited about that.
Absolutely. There's a lot of great things
Yeah.
happening here in the future.
Yeah.
You know, that's awesome.
So we
and-
enjoy it.
Absolutely. So if someone was to get in touch with you, how would they go about getting in touch with you?
We do have a Facebook page. It's Cardinal Grove Farm. If you just type it in, two might come up. One's like, you know, that fake page thing that they do, like it's an ad. The other one is the actual page, and it has like the cover photo. It's like this beautiful, beautiful photo edit that I had somebody make. And I think the profile picture is like cheap or something. But if they give it a like, I constantly post on there like updates, so they can check in, they can see what we're up to. Like I post a lot about, like, you know, the eggs, the like updates about the donkey, like what we're doing with them, the sheep, like when they're gonna have lambs, I'll have them up there, so they can like give that a like and follow it. And I also have an Instagram. I think it's at Cardinal Grove Farm.
Okay.
So I post pictures on there too and updates, so they can get us through there too.
Oh, that's awesome.
And keep in touch and follow our progress.
Well, that's great. Well, I just want to personally thank you for being a part of the great town of Fairhaven and having a farm in Fairhaven.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Going to be growing, you know, some fruits and vegetables and animals and eggs and all the products that we need here in the town. So thank you for being a part of Fairhaven. And please check out Cardinal Grove Farms right on Facebook. Like them on Facebook, and you'll be getting the updates as soon as they get them. Thanks again.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.